Well, good afternoon. John Shinholser here, live from the McShin Foundation here in Richmond, Virginia. I want to go over a few things with y'all. And keep in mind, this is stuff that any recovery person all over America can be doing. So y'all get together, make some, 5-minute YouTube. Let's get them out there and let's change the world. As long as we do nothing, there'll be no change in there. And the change of our culture is going to rely on us and how active we are. I'm going to go over some problems here in Virginia, but I'm sure there are going to be similar situations in other states around America. So this could probably go for most any state. See, I read a paper this morning on the governor's task force here in Virginia on how they want to reduce opiate overdose death and I guess substance abuse in general. And for years and years and years, I've been listening to the task force talk about how the problem and never the solution. And being in recovery for over 32 years has given me a bird's eye view on the solution for addiction, which is recovery. And it's hard to find recovery when all your problems were created by bureaucrats and agency leaders. And our laws were all made by people who were making money from the industrial prison complex in our criminal justice system. So as long as we have bureaucrats trying to come up with solutions for problems they created, we're never going to get nowhere. That's called insanity. The same insanity that a drug addict uses when they think about using drugs, the same insanity a politician is inflicted with when they think they're going to change the things by doing the same things over and over and over. So Mr. Politician, if you're a politician or the governor or a bureaucrat, when you keep doing the same things over and over by the same people, you're going to keep getting the same results. There's no way in hell you're all going to make much of a change without changing the culture. And the biggest change you can make is get your answers and solutions from people who are in long-term recovery from substance use disorders, who are proud they're in recovery and they're good faces and voices of recovery. They're not closet recovering people. You do that, then we'll make some changes. Now, some areas specifically I want to talk to you about today is detox. It's important when an addict reaches out for detox, you give it to them. Because if you don't give it to them, they're going to commit a crime, be a public safety threat, and then you're going to spend tens of thousands of dollars on them in the criminal justice system. Which is, I know what you want, but the citizens of Virginia were tired of that. So we're not going to tolerate that much longer. So any addict that's desperately seeking an opiate, let them just walk in and get detox. $350, they're good. Why spend $5,000 and just arrest them? Not counting the $30,000 average you'll spend on them in prison, maybe $50,000 a year in jail. This is very expensive. Now, benzo, alcohol, when these guys are all strung out, give them detox. When we start making new laws, let recovery people be part of the lawmaking process. When you arrest somebody who's strung out on drugs or alcohol or benzos, have a jail program that they can go through. Maybe send them to jail for 30 days or something, detox them, let recovery people deliver recovery support services, explain to them how they're going to stay clean and sober, where they need to go. Our prison system, our probation parole, never send anybody back to prison for dirty urine. If you lost your minds, send them to a jail program for 30 days. If they're dirty again, send them again. Just play that game back and forth. But don't send them to prison. Let's treat our people in the community in a jail program. Now, clearly, if I'm talking jails, I'm implying we need jails. So don't think I'm some terrible far left-wing tree hugger or right-wing, what do you call those guys that believe in everything ought to be wide open. I'm neither one of those. Although I like all those folks. I'm not judging, I'm just saying. Pot laws. Man, you gotta get off the pot laws, okay? They're killing us. You don't send a kid to prison for smoking weed. Just take his weed, okay? Don't send him to prison. But there again, I want to remind everybody it's the lawmakers that are making the money on the war on drugs. It ain't helping the families or the addicts any at all. Now, cigarettes apparently is a problem in Virginia. Buy low, sell high up north. Don't waste no money on prosecuting these guys. Just take their cigarettes. If you take a guy's $250,000 worth of cigarettes, 3 times in 1 year, I think he'll get the picture and quit smuggling cigarettes. Driver's license. Are you nuts? You're taking people's driver's licenses that don't have anything to do with driving, okay? That's wrong. Plain and simply wrong. A kid smoking pot in the weed or smoking pot in the woods, that's no reason to take his license. That's ridiculous. So stop taking people's driver's license if it's not driving related. And we have to defelonize substance use disorders, addiction. Stop making everything a felony. Quit making drug laws. Don't make any more laws unless real people sit around a table and go over the good, the bad, and the ugly of these laws you're making. We've got way too many drug laws in Virginia, and probably in America too. Okay, so this is a lot of information quick. I just want to be clear. Politicians, bureaucrats, you are the cause of our problem. Okay, it's not the police. They do it too. The laws tell them. It ain't the judge. It ain't the prosecutor. It ain't the taxpayer. It's simply bureaucrats and politicians. You made the mess. You're not going to undo the mess by letting the same people try to come up with a solution. So integrate recovering people. There's thousands of us out there that would really like to demonstrate some really cost-saving, life-saving, family healing systems of care. Quit sending people to prison for being dirty urine. If you need to go do some time in a jail program, that's cool. Quit taking driver's license for no reason other than driving causes. And let's start defelonizing this disease. Anyway, there'll be more later. Hope you'll have a good day. Thank you.